has really happened in retail is this revolution in convenience. Can you talk about how you're a leader here and what the Ship deal was all about in terms of rationale and timing and why?
Yeah, well, why don't I start, Oliver? And as you know, we've spent a lot of time really trying to understand today's consumer and those 30 million guests who shop our stores every week. And we've recognized that while our guests love to shop our stores, and it's why we're spending so much capital and time remodeling the store experience, opening up stores in new metro markets, we also know that some days they're looking for another choice. Back to the choices. They'd like to order online and just conveniently come by and pick up that order. We've learned this year that they also love the idea that they can place an order and pull into our parking lots, and a couple minutes later, we'll put it right in their trunk. But we also recognize that there is a consumer and a guest that would love that same-day offering. The ability to say, here's my shopping list, and can you bring it to my home in the next couple of hours? So as we looked at the consumer landscape, we looked at the feedback from our guests, we recognized how important this same-day component was going to be. And we wanted to make sure we could do it nationwide. And we looked at different options, and then we met Bill Smith and recognized that their model was all about this relationship that they were building. It was all about the people that was serving their members. And I just thought, we thought it was a great step for us to provide even more choices and make Target easier and easier to shop. So it really was a response to what we were hearing time and time again from the consumers we talk to all the time.
So Brian, as we think about Target and the future of Target, America's easiest place to shop being customer and guest-centric, we have a lot of competition here. Walmart with 4,000 locations and Amazon being a bricks and clicks competitor. So how will Target be different? How will Target be customer-centric in this context?
Yeah, Oliver, as we think about the future, we think our stores play this very important role. In fact, I've talked a lot about kind of our stores being kind of the hub of our strategy. And we're in 1,800 neighborhoods, and we're moving into new neighborhoods all the time now. And those stores being both a place for commerce, but also just part of the community. And when I go into consumers' homes and I listen to how they talk about our brand, they always talk about the neighborhood Target store. They always talk about our team. So our investment, our strategy really starts with an investment in our team and in each one of these communities and neighborhoods where we operate. So our stores become a great place to shop. And when you're there, we want it to be an inspirational experience. We want to make sure we offer great service. But in today's environment, we know our stores can play multiple roles. So when you place that order and want to come by later in the afternoon and pick it up at a convenient Target store, well, our team members will be there ready with your order. On that rainy day when mom has 2 little ones in the back seat of the car, and she doesn't want to get them out and put coats and gloves and hats on, well, within 2 minutes, we'll have one of our team members leveraging that store out in the parking lot, putting in the trunk. We use our stores as fulfillment centers. Over 1,400 stores is where we pick, pack, and work with FedEx or UPS to deliver that last mile in the neighborhood. And now, with Shipped, the team will be shopping our stores and interacting with the end user to let them know the order's complete, is there anything else you want to add on, and driving that last mile to put it right on their kitchen counter.
That brings up a lot of good points about physical plus digital, also the changing role of labor in the stores, because the people in the stores have very different roles today, whether it be ship packages, but they also have to be very guest-centric. So how are you thinking about labor in this new economy?
Yeah. Well, I would tell you, Oliver, I think one of the single biggest changes we've made and will continue to make is really how we invest in our team. And we've been really proud about the fact that we've taken a leadership position in wages. And just the other week, you were at our conference when we said, we're going to raise our starting wage to $12. But it's more than just wages. We're investing a lot in hours and staffing, in training and development, and creating experts within our stores. Because we know, as we listen to the guest, in certain categories, they want someone there who's an expert. When they shop Target for beauty, they want a beauty expert that they're talking to. In apparel, they want someone who can not only help them find their size, but put the whole outfit together. When they're in a department like food and beverage, they want a food and beverage expert that they can interact with, let alone when they're shopping for technology. So we're investing in expertise in those core departments where the consumer expectation is for a great experience and the interaction with a knowledgeable employee. Well, each and every week, we have over 30 million guests visit our stores.
Right.
They still like to shop that physical environment, but I think it's going to evolve. And if I were to think about our vision, where we see Target heading going forward and how we meet the needs of today's guests, we really think about the fact that they shop on demand. Sometimes they want to shop in our stores. And when they're there, you use the term experience, we have to provide them a great experience and continue to raise the bar.
Can you talk about some of the things, your specifics on what you think needs to be done there?
Well, we've stepped back over the last year and really spent a lot of time understanding what is the guest looking for Target to deliver? How do we make sure we differentiate ourselves? And in many cases, they brought us back to our roots. They told us that when they think of Target, there's certain categories that we're now calling signature categories, style. They expect us to deliver a great experience in apparel, in home, in beauty. Many young moms start their relationship at Target when they're having their first child. Baby and kids, really important. As I travel around and I interact with our guests, so often the story comes back to, well, I started shopping at Target when I had my first child. I bought the first car seat here, the first stroller. I found diapers at Target for the very first time, and it builds a lifelong relationship. And we also know, because of the type of guests we attract, wellness is really important. So standing up those categories in our traditional stores, really important. But I also recognize, and you've been talking about this throughout the conference, consumers and shoppers interact differently today. Sometimes they want to click from their desk or their kitchen, and an hour later, pick up at one of our stores. Well, I think it's a huge advantage. I've got 1,800 pickup locations, and I've got to continue to evolve that to make that even easier for the guest. But I want to be able to shop. I want them to be able to click and pick up at our stores. And then we know we have to be able to provide them with home delivery.
Amazon has dumped a ton of resources and time into Amazon Prime. Mm-hmm. You know, they don't come out and give numbers, on anything, but there are reports that say Amazon Prime shoppers spend 2 times, 3 times as much as non-Amazon. Do you need a delivery service like that, membership program like that? Walmart's testing one, eBay's testing one in Germany. How do you think about how that type of program fits with Target?
Jason, I think it's one of the secrets within our company, and we've got to start telling the story more aggressively.
Red Card?
We already have one of the great programs, and it is the Red Card. I mean, for our Red Card holders, one, they save 5% every time they use the card, but for them, we've already been shipping for free. So we already have our Prime service in place. And those Red Card shoppers spend significantly more than non-Red Card shoppers. So as we think about the future, building out loyalty, making sure we're delivering the services that our guest is looking for. But we've got a very competitive mechanism in Red Card, and we've just got to continue to stand that up as we go forward.